Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. It's now time to take a look at news stories making headlines around the globe. We begin here at home, of course, where former Senate President and Chairman, Board of Trustees of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Senator Adolphus Wabara, yesterday said the PDP was the only credible alternative to the ruling party in the country, while lamenting that democracy in Nigeria was currently under siege. Wabara expressed confidence that the party would reclaim the southeast in the 2027 general election. Speaking on the recent return of Honorable Chijioke Edeoga, the 2023 Labour Party governorship candidate in Enugu State, to the PDP, Wabara stated that the zone, once a stronghold of the PDP, would regain its dominance by 2027. However, attributed this to the performance of the Enugu State Governor, Peter Mba, which he said had rekindled confidence in the PDP. The former Senate President maintained that Nigerians were looking to the PDP for leadership and that the party was working tirelessly to restore its place as the dominant political force in the country. Well, those are the words as spoken by the Senator Adolphus Wabara. Rufai, your take on the PDP as the only credible opposition in Nigeria?
I mean, what do you expect Senator Adolphus Wabara to say? He's a party man. But you see, hopes and expectations are different from reality. As far as we are concerned today, the PDP is dead. It's the weakest party. And there's nothing they can do about it. They can't fix their problems. Some Wike has taken over the party. And it's evident. Today, as we even speak, the question is, despite their rigmarole, have we even be able to get clarification on who is the secretary of the party as we speak? They went to court. We saw what the court ruled. They had issued a statement before now. So they have lost on many ends. So when Senator Adolphus Wabara, the former Senate President, speaks, you see there's a difference between expectation. You expect something, then the thing is reality. It's just like when we talk about Nigeria. Nigeria has a potential to be a great economy, to be a formidable force, a world power. But is the potential reality? No. As we speak today, Nigeria has lost a lot of ground in its GDP. From over 500 billion to just a little over 190 billion or 200 billion. So potentially we are giants. We have the capacity if we harness our resource, but we are not there. That's exactly where the PDP is today. Potentially they can be a credible alternative, but today they are not. And they don't even fall anywhere on the pecking order. You see, me, I'm very blunt. A lot of people might not like me. I don't care. I speak my truth and I speak my mind. That's why I sleep well in the nights. Today, the PDP doesn't even have the capacity. Today, as we speak, the APC has been able to muscle every opposition. Nigeria is pretty much looking like a one-party state. Where is Labour Party today? Probably the only viable alternative you can see is those that are saying they want to do coalition. But with those ones' personal selfish interests, allow them be. So as we speak today, President Tinubu is just coasting through to 2027, except those that are trying to form a viable opposition. So the truth is, there's no, as far as there's no PDP, there's APC arm of PDP, which is the big arm, led by Nyesom Wike that claims he's in PDP, very amorphous, but yet it's an APC government and is doing the bidding of APC in PDP. That's where, as far as I'm concerned. So he can be excited. And for Edoga that came back, maybe he was in the PDP before. Maybe he left to be able to run. Everybody used the wave of the Labour Party then. So I'm sure he's probably done running. He couldn't win on the Labour Party. Then he's back. So it's shown that all of them that use the Labour Party is an SPV. So you can't call it a coherent, traditional party of some sort, including Mr. Peter Obitu that also used the SPV. So, and the PDP is nowhere to be found because Mr. Wike have taken a formidable part of the party. So let's keep deceiving ourselves.
Okay, this subject is the People's Democratic Party. And the man who has spoken is the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the PDP, former Senator Adolphus Wabara, and is current BOT chairman of the PDP. And what was the context in which he was speaking? The return of Honorable Chijioke Edeoga from the Labour Party, where he had sought the gubernatorial ticket and candidacy of the Labour Party in the 2023 elections in Enugu State. Now he says he's back to the party. And it was on that occasion in Enugu State that Senator Wabara was saying that, look, the PDP is the most credible alternative to the All Progressives Congress that is in power in Nigeria. Number one, common sense tells us, simple common sense, which is not very common in Nigeria, that as the chairman of the Board of Trustees, he would naturally, try to promote his party. He will try to be loyal to his party. He will try to say that, look, his party is the most credible alternative. But the other leg of the analysis is that what does reality confront us with? The bulk of his argument is based on the fact that, other people who had left the party are returning. So, and he used Edeoga as an example. Second, he says Governor Peter Mba is doing so well in Enugu State that is already encouraging a lot of people to return to the PDP. Now, I think the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the PDP can be held guilty of oversimplifying the problem with the People's Democratic Party. It seems to me that the PDP, the same party that was in power at the center in this country from 1999 to 2015, right? It was in 2015 that the party lost the election, 16 years. In fact, someone in that party used to boast that the PDP will rule Nigeria for the next 50 years. But it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. It didn't happen. In 2023, the party lost to the APC. Now, since that 2015, the party has not been able to learn from the lessons of its failure in 2015. Because what happened in 2015, there was a disconnect between the leadership and the grassroots. Now, since that 2015 to 2019 to 2023, there is still that disconnect between the leadership at the center and the grassroots. And there are issues in the various states where the same people who felt disconnected in 2015 are still disconnected. Whether it's in Ogun State or it's in parts of the Southeast. It's not the magic of Governor Peter Mba, whom you may commend. It's not Peter Mba doing well in Enugu State that is going to solve the problem of the displacement of the PDP in the Southeast, which used to be a PDP region in this same country. The second thing, of course, is the division, even at the top, about rotation, about the constitution of the party. You have a situation whereby some amphibious characters who are neither toad nor frog, who are neither in the PDP nor in the APC, are the ones calling the shots within the party. The party has not been able to resolve that. The party has not been able to resolve issues of discipline that came up in 2019 and in 2023. Those are internal democracy issues within the party that will have to be resolved at a practical level and at an intellectual level in terms of how the party organizes itself. So, just to be brief, I think that Senator Wabara is just speaking as a party man. He was telling Governor Peter Mba what he would like to hear. He was telling Honorable Chidioke Edeoga what he would also like to hear. The issues in the PDP are far more fundamental. How can you have a party where a major financier of the party, whether self-styled or self-described or ascribed, is a major figure in an alternative, party that is in power, and then the party is not able to do anything about him, or even other persons who are his acolytes and allies. And then the PDP appears to be compromised. On top of all that is the fact that there is now an emerging coalition. What happened in 2015 had to do with divisions within the party. a group called the New PDP came up, and the leader of that New PDP ended up as a Senate president. All of those issues have not been resolved. Illiterates will say, oh, it was the spokesman who didn't do his job. But no, there's a very complex analysis that requires basic intelligence, for anyone to understand and dissect, unpack the issues, not just in Nigerian politics, but also in the politics of the People's Democratic Party. But I guess as a party man, as a loyal party man, as the chairman of the Board of Trustees, that's what, Senator Adolphus Wabara would prefer to say, in order to give confidence to the troops, in order to rally the troops. But the party needs more in terms of internal democracy, in terms of fidelity to its own principles, the principles also of the founding fathers, and ensuring that the various satellite bases across the country are revived. Because at this moment, in many states of the Federation, the PDP, despite its big brand, big image, appears to be in a comatose situation. My submission.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Abati and Rufai. Well, where do we begin with this? Saying that the PDP is the only credible alternative can technically be called a statement of fact, because if you look at the numbers in the National Assembly from the Senate to the House of Reps, the PDP does hold the biggest majority where opposition is concerned. In the Senate, you see 33 PDP senators out of a total of 109. In the House of Reps, the number is dwindling with so many defections happening. Started at just over 100. We're now looking at just around 90 PDP. Again, this goes to show you what is happening within the PDP since 2023 to 2025, the declining number in the National Assembly. But let's go around the country and do a litmus test of the state of affairs of PDP in various parts of the country. Let's begin in the southeast, where Senator Wabara was speaking from and was boasting of the renewal for the PDP that is set to emerge between now and 2027. Well, a great opportunity would have been the Anambra election. Now, the primaries for the Anambra governorship election take place tomorrow. The governorship election itself is in November. The PDP struggled to get candidates, people interested in buying the PDP's form to represent the party in the governorship election, because they said that they don't know what the party is doing. So why would you take almost 40 million naira to go and buy a form when you don't really understand the state of affairs of the party? So because of this, the primary is taking place tomorrow. The PDP has taken the position that their two candidates who will be running in the primary are anonymous for now. They've said they have two candidates, but they said they will do a big reveal tomorrow. I mean, what way is that to conduct a primary election? Every other party holding their primary tomorrow has shared the list of the candidates who are all vying for the post. So starting from the southeast, the picture for the PDP is not looking very glossy. Now let's go to the South-South, which has been dominating the news cycle. We know all of the issues that have been happening, but when we look at Rivers State and all that transpired with the state of emergency and how the ball was thrown into the court of the National Assembly, and the nation looked up to the opposition to be able to put together some type of unified force, led, of course, by the PDP, because after all, the Rivers State is a PDP state. On paper, it's a PDP state. And what happened? There was no voice of the opposition. Where was the credible alternative at that very important juncture where the nation looked to the lawmakers to speak with a voice that would say, this is what we, the people, want? The PDP was absent. You go to Bayelsa, still in South-South. There's now a back and forth that's going on between the pro-Wike PDP and pro-Doyediri PDP about an event. Imagine, the news cycle has been dominated about a squabble over who's going to host and who is allowed to host a rally in Yenagoa. This is the state of PDP in Bayelsa. Let's move to Lagos State. Lagos State, we've already seen Jando, who is the flag bearer for the governorship election, has jumped the ship and returned to the APC. If the PDP were in order and good form in Lagos State, I doubt this would be the case. Now to one place that is dominating the news cycle, which so many people are looking at as a biggest missed opportunity by the PDP to present themselves as a credible alternative for the people, Kogi State, where their own senator seems to be fighting solo against the system, against the machine, against the majority. She is fighting the Goliath. And this was a great opportunity for the PDP to come in and show the soft power that they wield as a credible alternative opposition. The party has been silent, and the senator seems to be fighting alone. What a missed opportunity that could have built that much needed credibility, that much needed love and loyalty, rekindled some admiration for the PDP. Well, it's not too late. They can still rally behind Senator Natasha Akpoti. However, the state of affairs of the PDP across the country, as I've taken you through various parts of the country for now, is a little bit dim. I do hope that they're working to put their affairs in order.